Ready to resume with the state's case. General, you ready for the jury?
We are.
Ready, Ms. Halstead? Bring them on in, Officer Thompson. Yeah. Does the state waive the call, jury? Defense waive the call? Welcome back, folks. We're ready to resume Officer Campbell's direct testimony. You're getting ready to see a whole lot of pictures. As you recall, when I told you when we receive an item into evidence, it is something that you're going to have with you in the jury room during deliberation. So you're going to have all these photographs. You'll get a look at them in a lot more detail. Since there's a large number, I suspect we're getting ready to go through these really quickly. And you may be thinking, oh, I wish you could go back and see that. Well, you'll have a chance to go back and see that all you want to during deliberations, because we're going to go through these pretty quickly. Officer, you understand you're still on oath?
Yes, sir.
You may resume your direct examination.
Okay, this is the picture, the exterior of the residence, right here at the garage door. And you remember that placard, that piece of evidence that was blowing in the breeze in the beginning of the video? It's here in this corner by the front tire of that bicycle. It's marked as evidence marker A.
Okay. Next photo.
You can see it's got some reddish brown staining on it. It's a little piece of paper towel. So this is going into the garage proper. It's a medical examiner and a death investigator. So my scale on the ground right here is marking what appears to be a bloody shoe print or reddish brown staining.
General, let's do a pause right there. Let's see cross analysis here. I was going to have a remark. My style is walk away.
I have a laser on. I'm not sure how.
Well, either way, also this is a touch screen.
Oh, okay.
Mark anything with your finger you can. It's clear what you did.
Okay.
Anybody wants to preserve it anymore?
No person of the laser.
Yeah, you'll got it. All right, there.
Next photo.
So this is just a closer up picture of the same fragment. Again. 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 Yeah, so going into the kitchen, the eat-in dining room table, the table in the eating kitchen. Evidence marker B is 2 wallets and a set of keys. It's going to kind of do overalls of the room first. So stuff here on the floor, stuff on the counters, all marked.
And what you're stating is all the placards have a significance, or what
Correct.
you believe to be
Yes. Yes.
And the green box, did you have a chance to document what that was?
Yeah, I think there's a closer up picture of it later. I'm not sure if it's in this pile of photos, but it's a box that's marketed as containing something that's marketed as a bleach sprayer.
Going forward.
So this is back at the table. So again, B is the 2 wallets and the set of keys.
And did you have a chance to document whose driver's license was in the red wallet?
The red wallet driver's license is Lisa Guy. So item C, we use the tools. So the vice grips here and the hammer are marker C. And we ended up including the money in marker D just because it was going to be easier to keep more like things together. So D is the magazine and the purse and the money. So this is a bag of trash and some towels, and like I don't remember exactly how we broke it up. I'm not sure if you guys are going to get a list of the evidence, but bleach sprayer, bag of trash, towels, some rolls of trash bags, 3 containers of bleach, a bottle of muriatic acid, and an unopened thing of baking soda. There's also a lighter there.
Moving on into the kitchen.
So this is moving on into the kitchen. G is a cell phone. H is the stock pot. So I is the contents of the sink, which is what appears to be a doorknob and a realtor's lock in some sort of fluid. We're not sure exactly at this point what it is. So this is the other side of the sink, and item J and K.
And what does evidence placard J?
I believe J is there's a set of gloves there, like disposable blue medical type gloves.
And evidence placard K?
I believe K is that empty pill bottle. Let me verify. Bear with me. It is that empty prescription bottle.
Okay. And when you were documenting this crime scene, were there any pills left in evidence marker K, the pill bottle?
No, that pill bottle was empty.
And did you have cause to look as to who it was prescribed to?
It was, I think there's a picture of it that'll show specifically. I think it is to Joel M. Guy.
Moving into the
So
dining
this,
room?
into the dining room, and this is, in this photo you can see just guns and boxes of ammunition were marked. So item W there that's marked as W is part of a doorknob and some, like the interior workings of the doorknob and a screwdriver. So going into the foyer, we marked the groceries that had been brought in. It was just a large amount, so we were going to count multiple items under each evidence placard. So there's some bacon and some sausage and some lunch meat, and all of these things were warm. They were no longer cold. Dog treats, carpet cleaner. So this was some ice cream. It's some Ben & Jerry's and then some Mayfield brown cows, and they were completely melted. Like, they weren't cold at all anymore. Dog food. So this is back towards at the top of the stairs. So the upstairs evidence placards have an arrow pointing up to show that is representing it's the upstairs of the house. So we've started over with the alphabet, but now there's a arrow indicating that it's the upstairs.
And this group of placards, A, B, C, D, and E,
yes.
What is that?
This is all the stuff that was kind of at the top of the stairs in the kind of foyer area. So I believe we broke down into, it was 2 black Nike tennis shoes with some staining, and that cast iron. We also considered item A to be that pile of clothing there that all had been cut.
B?
Let's see. B is an empty bottle of crystal drain opener that says lye 100%. 1 empty number 2 sewer line cleaner. It was a 6 pounds, 8 ounce container of it.
And evidence marker C?
C, it is a stainless steel kitchen knife, so you can't really see it very well in this picture, but there's another picture of it in a moment.
And evidence marker D?
D is more empty containers of this 6 pound, 8 ounce number 2 sewer line cleaner.
And are these empty or are they full?
Yes, all of these chemical component containers are empty.
Okay.
So you can see right there on that close-up of C that there's part of a knife there. So it's underneath some other stuff, but
Oh, okay. Would that be what you're describing?
yes.
Okay, evidence marker E?
E is the scissors. It's kind of, yeah.
Okay, moving into master bedroom?
Yes, in the master bedroom. This is a large amount of items kind of in the floor piled up there, so we divided them the best we could. So there's multiple items under each letter, every number placard.
Evidence marker F?
F, I believe, it says 2 trash bags, 2 black trash bags.
Okay. And evidence marker G?
G, we have as 1 empty Clorox glove packaging and 1 gray bag. So that gray bag right there.
And evidence marker H?
H is this Walmart bag right there containing, I believe it's Walmart bag, containing starter gray workout pants, gray long sleeve t-shirt, and 2 pairs of gray socks.
Okay, evidence marker I?
I is a 3M dust mask and Irwin vice grip tag And it's also one unopened gallon jug of Liquid Fire is the brand of drain line opener.
Okay. And evidence marker J.
J has a lot of stuff in it. It's got it's Flex-On hose packaging, HDX extension cord, Sharpie markers, safety goggles, a Defiant heavy-duty timer, Delta shower head, Irwin vice grip, a Home Depot bag with HDX extension cord, a piece of plastic packaging.
And evidence marker K.
K is, let's see, 1, 2, 3 unopened Pure Health Discounts certified 35 food grade hydrogen peroxide. And then also under evidence marker K, we collected 2 glass dropper bottles.
That better depict. Okay. Evidence marker L.
L is it's a large roll of clear plastic, and it's packaging as well that it came in.
That plastic that you describe, is that consistent with what's in the master bathroom?
I can say that it appears to be cut. It doesn't appear to have come from the manufacturer with the jagged edge. And the bathroom floor is also lined with a piece of plastic that appears to be cut.
Evidence marker M.
M is a Nova mountable heater, a Bayco work light, a glass blender pitcher.
Evidence marker N.
N is 7 Thai brand Beanie Babies and 1 Clifford stuffed dog.
Evidence marker O.
O is 1 Eastwig 3-pound hammer, a flashlight, a Home Depot bag, a Bayco work light, clear packaging, and 2 glass dropper bottles.
Evidence marker P.
P is a Defiant heavy-duty timer, GE light bulbs, Zep empty sprayer bottle, and 1 Walmart bag. And there's also a Breville blender base.
Evidence marker Q.
Q is 2 Post-it notes with handwriting on them.
Evidence marker R.
R is the plastic sheeting that's in the floor of the master bath.
Okay. Evidence marker S.
S is a sprayer handle, a bristled brush head, torn hose packaging, 1 plastic washer, and 3 pieces of white packaging straps. And it's also 1 green hose.
Evidence marker T.
T is a Emerald brand kitchen knife.
Is that better depicted in this picture?
Yes.
Evidence marker U.
U is those gloves. They're like the kitchen dishwashing gloves, the kind of thick ones.
Evidence marker V.
V is 1 box of Hornady Critical Defense buckshot 12 gauge 8 pellet ammunition.
Let me back up there, excuse me. Evidence marker W.
So W is an open box of VWR size medium nitrile gloves. So just standard kind of medical type gloves.
Evidence marker Y.
I think Y is that laptop computer.
I want to ask you what evidence marker looks like a small b and a big B.
Yeah, so what happened is we ran out of the alphabet, so we had to start over, so we've doubled the letters, so A, B, B, C, C, kind of moving forward. So B, I believe, is the, I think we just took the sheets and everything. We took the flat sheet, the pillowcase, the fitted sheet. There's a towel on the bed that has some staining on it. We took that. And then the comforter. So it's all the bedding.
Okay. Evidence marker double C.
Double C are the prescription bottles there on the shelf right below. And there's 4 of them. Some are for Joel M. Guy, and one of them is for Lisa Guy.
Evidence marker double A.
Double A is an unopened package of Clorox brand gloves and 2 plastic Walmart bag. It's at least a Walmart bag with a Baco work light in it as well.
Okay. Now returning to X.
X is an open container of the Pure Health Discount certified 35 food grade hydrogen peroxide.
I want to ask you about these cards. Did you collect these cards in the course of collecting physical evidence?
Let me see. Yes, we did.
And who are those cards?
They are, the name on the cards is Joel M. Guy.
And evidence marker Z.
Z is that glove that's laying there. I believe it's just one.
And what is this? What is this prescription for?
This one is for tramadol.
And the address on the bottles?
All of them have the address of Golden View Lane.
Okay. Evidence marker double D there?
It is a Miracle Blade 3 knife.
Evidence marker double E?
Double E is 2 gray Under Armour, 2 gray Banana Republic underwear, and 2 white t-shirts.
Evidence marker double N?
Double N is the shower curtain. We ended up taking it because it had some staining on it.
Double I.
Double I is a set of keys. It has 7 keys and a Kia car fob and a cell phone, Samsung Galaxy S5.
Double J.
Double J is 1 bottle of hydrogen peroxide. It's a 16-ounce bottle.
Double K.
Double K is 1 blue round brush, several pieces of toilet paper with staining, and Renew saline contact case, medical tape packaging, Aveeno lotion, 2 Ziploc bags, multiple blue disposable gloves, Charmin wet wipes, and multiple pieces of medical tape.
Double F.
Double F is a drinking glass.
Double G.
Double G is 1 plastic Walmart bag with red skin potato salad and some Bactrin zinc ointment, 1 sock containing 1 receipt, 1 $5 bill, 1 $1 bill, 3 quarters, 4 pennies, 1 cardboard center first aid tape, a first aid tape, and a brown piece of paper.
Double H.
Double H is 1 knife marked USMC and 6 spacers.
And when you say spacers, are those components of that knife?
Yes.
Is this the receipt that you physically collected?
Yes.
And what is the date on that receipt?
It is 11/26.
And the time on that receipt?
I think it says 15/25.
And the physical address on that receipt?
It's the Walmart at 10900 Parkside Drive in Knoxville. 15:35 was the time on the receipt.
And for those of us not familiar with military time, 15:35 would translate to what?
3:35 in the afternoon.
Double L is in the back.
All right, for double L, we have 2 bottles of 91% isopropyl alcohol. They're 16-ounce bottles. We have 1 roll of first aid tape, Equate triple antibiotic, Dermaplast pain relieving antibacterial spray, and another bottle of 91% isopropyl rubbing alcohol. This one is a 32-ounce bottle.
Double M.
Double M is that first aid tape there in the corner.
I believe we covered double N.
Yes,
Shower
it is
curtain.
the shower curtain.
Double O.
Double O is the trash can, the entire bag. We took the entire bag because we wanted the contents as well.
Double P.
Double P is 1 gray fleece blanket, a brown fleece blanket, 2 white washcloths, 1 sock, and 2 pair of gray Banana Republic underwear.
Are those consistent with the 2 pair of Banana Republic underwear from the guest bathroom?
Yes.
Say double T.
Double T is one Vitronics kitchen knife.
Double S.
Double S is one stainless steel kitchen knife.
Double R.
Double R is one camouflage UT hat.
Double Q.
Double Q is 2 white and blue Nike tennis shoes, 1 pack of Marlboro Lights, 1 Clippers, and 1 Blistex.
And double U.
There's more to double Q, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Jeans with a belt that have been cut, 1 black knee brace, 1 Hanes underwear, 2 socks, and 1 handkerchief. And also in double Q is 1 brown cut t-shirt, 1 camouflage cut hoodie, and 1 Tennessee sweatshirt that's also been cut.
Okay. And double U.
W is 1 white hand towel.
Like double V.
Double V is the comforter and the sheet, and then there's a white towel and a white trash bag on that bed. So all of those things we collected as well.
And did you notice any defects on the comforter?
Yes, if you'll, I think in the pictures it'll show soon. So there's this tear in the comforter, and you'll have noticed in the picture prior to this, there was some fluff in the floor. So this is back downstairs, and I know that because this evidence marker E does not have the arrow. So this is the bag of trash that was in the kitchen floor. You remember that big pile of stuff that was down there as soon as you kind of walked in, right there in the eat-in kitchen part of the kitchen. Under those towels was this bag of trash. So this is the contents of that bag of trash.
And within the bag, are those latex gloves?
They are.
Are those consistent with the gloves that are upstairs?
Yeah, they appear to be the same kind. So this is back in the guest bedroom. This is one of those items that did not get initially marked as evidence. So it didn't have a placard in the beginning of the pictures. And this is the suitcase that was in the floor in the guest bedroom, right in front of the bookcase. You'll remember from the video it was open. So this is that suitcase.
What are we looking at?
This is a Post-it note that was in one of the zippered compartments of the suitcase.
What are we looking at, man?
This is a handwritten Post-it note that says Dan Bedreau's Ace Hardware at 4767 Highway 1, Napoleon, Louisiana, 70390. It says Roto 6.5 pound sewer line cleaner, and then it says 1999. So this is the rest of the suitcase back open.
In the underwear depicted in this picture, are those consistent with?
Yes, another set of the Banana Republic underwear.
And just to clarify, the underwear that are located in the guest bathroom as well as in the laundry room?
Correct.
Okay. What are we looking at?
This is a knife sheath, and the sheath itself is stamped with USMC.
You also asked to document the physical clothing that was taken from the residence at 11434 Golden View Lane.
Yes, so the piles of clothing that we had to really kind of stick everything in one. Yes, I did photograph that in a separate manner in the forensics lab here.
And tell the members of the jury what you had to do to kind of make it a cohesive piece of clothing, if you will, or make sense of how it was left.
So you remember in the description, the clothing was all described as cut in one way or another. So we, typically speaking, when I'm going to photograph something like that, that has been cut, I want to kind of put it back together and then show the lines of where it's been cut. And the way that I do that is with orange evidence placards go underneath the cuts so that when everything is put back together, you can see where it was cut and how it used to be whole. So, like how it was cut open.
Okay, and where did you do that? Where did you actually take these pictures?
I took these pictures in the forensics lab
Okay.
downstairs here in this building.
Can I approach now? This is going to be 15 additional exhibits, and we left off from
333, 347.
Going to approach with what's going to be marked as exhibits 333 to 347.
Yes, sir.
And if you could explain to those and tell us what they are.
So these are pictures of, I can't remember what the evidence marker number was, but it's the pictures of the pile of women's clothes at the top of the stairs and the pile of men's clothes that were in the kind of bonus workout room above the garage.
Are those a fair and accurate copy of what you provided
Yes.
to us? And we moved these in as states exhibits 333 through 347.
The exhibits 333 through 347. You may publish.
Again, directing your attention to the screen, you can show us what, or tell us what exhibit 333 is.
So this is a pair of women's jeans, and they're cut from the top all the way to the bottom on the back aspect of the jeans. So this is the front aspect of the jeans. There's some staining, but no cuts. So this is a woman's bra that has been cut and also has some staining. This is a pair of women's underwear that also from the back aspect has been cut. This is a woman's tank top that has been also cut and has multiple cuts all within the back aspect. This is just kind of a closer up picture of the different kinds of cuts. this is another part of it showing it kind of open. That's how I know it's the back, because this is the inside. So this is a woman's sweater.
And would this be the front or the back?
I believe this one is the front, and it has all the staining. The sleeves are inside out, though, so it is sitting there weirdly, but it's mostly inside out.
And directing your attention to this defect similar in nature to the previous photo?
Yes, that's more just kind of cut marks in the sweater.
Next photo.
So this is the rear aspect of the sweater, and what I'm trying to do here is kind of piece it together the best that I can to show that it has not only been cut, but then also has like holes in it as well.
Next photo.
So this is a pair of men's jeans, and I'm not sure if you can see, like right in here and right in here and also right in here are places where there's cuts on them.
We'll have to clear this.
I'm sorry.
Top right corner. If you click on that arrow, the green arrow at the top right. See what I'm talking about?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, that
So
one.
you click
Oh.
on that, it brings your menu up,
Oh, and then
you
clear
can
it.
change whatever you're going to mark it. But hit
Okay,
clear,
excellent.
it'll clear.
Okay, thank you.
Next photo.
So there's more of the kind of cut. This is the back aspect of those jeans. So this is a man's t-shirt that has cuts along the front aspect. This is cut from top to bottom, or bottom to top. I'm not sure of the order, but
And if you would, if you circle those cuts on this shirt.
circle the cut. So what I'm talking about is through here being cut, and then there's also marks here, 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 here.
Next photo.
So this is the back aspect of that same shirt.
And there are cut marks.
There is, and so it's dried kind of crinkly, so it doesn't really want to lay flat, and I don't want to stretch it. So it's right in there is the cut, and I think I'm not sure if there's a closer up picture of it or not in this series. No. So this is a man's camouflage sweatshirt or like kind of jacket, and then underneath it, still attached, is a University of Tennessee sweatshirt, and they both have cuts in them, and they're both, the sweatshirt is cut, the jacket I believe had a zipper front closure, but I've used different colors on this to show, because I didn't want to take them apart, because I wanted to show that they were still together. So on this one, what you're seeing in this picture is going to be the green of the jacket cuts. So right here, and right here, I think are the main ones that are visible on this aspect. And this is the back aspect of the whole sweatshirt and jacket together.
Thank you. All right, we'll pass it.
All right, lights please. Cross-examination.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So you explained at the beginning a little bit of collecting physical evidence. And it seemed like a lot of effort goes into not contaminating the evidence, correct?
Yes.
So tell us again, you use gloves, right?
Yes.
And what else do you do?
There's a lot of glove changing in
Okay.
between different items of evidence.
Okay.
So we often will wear like a base layer, because once your hands get sweaty, you can't put another pair on. So we wear a base layer and then exchange the exterior gloves
Okay.
very often.
And then you, as we see, you do a crime scene video of it, and then photograph without the placards, correct?
Correct.
and then photographed with the placards.
Correct.
Okay. So once the evidence is collected, you said you bag it in the plastic bags, and that keeps it less contaminated?
No, we bag it in paper.
Yeah,
because plastic.
I meant paper, I said plastic.
That's okay. Yes, it is.
And that way, if the plastic corrodes or whatever, it doesn't affect the...
Right. So often with plastic, mold will grow because air can't get in there to allow wet material to dry.
And then when it gets back to the lab to be tested, or what happens when it gets back to the lab?
So when it comes back to the lab, it's entered into our system, our evidence system, and it is sealed and dated and sealed in the paper bags.
Is it further examined at the before
It depends
that?
on the item of evidence. Sometimes it is like further documented right then. Sometimes it's further documented later as the need arises.
Okay. Now, we've been given access to something called the PMI evidence tracker. Is that what you mean? It gets logged in?
Yes.
And so, now, we saw, I think, the suitcase, that was actually opened at the scene, right?
It was initially opened at the scene, yes.
Okay. And that's where, like, the Dan Boudreau note was found at the scene?
Correct.
Okay, and so was the sheath to the USMC knife?
Correct.
Okay. If I could have one moment.
Yes, sir.
That's all, Your Honor.
Redirect.
Nothing.
Thank you. Officer, you may sit down. You're free to go. Anybody else you have to do today?
I released my property witness because he was going to take over now, so
Yeah.
sorry, I was still a little longer. That was
All right, folks, we have gotten a lot of work done today. Thank you so much for your attention to this matter. I want to go ahead and send you home for the day with the same instruction you've heard a dozen times already, and that is please do not discuss this case with anyone. There has been media coverage, and so I'm going to encourage you once again to avoid any coverage of this case, either through print, radio, or television, or internet, and including social media. So it might be good for you to take a week off from social media. It might be good for your mental health. So thank you so much, folks, for being here today. We will start right again tomorrow at 9 o'clock, so just check in a few minutes before 9. We'll take you back here and keep you socially distanced. Please go with the officers. Have a good night, folks. One more thing. Please take your notebooks with you. We're going to collect those and lock them up for you tonight, so take everything with you this time. I'll see you in the morning at 9 o'clock. Evan, you may be seated. All right, any issues from the state?
Sure, I do have heard that it would not fit on a DVD, or being like, I put on a photograph so I can mark it.
We'll just put it in an envelope and mark it. All right, anything else from the state? Anything from the bench? All right, well done, everyone. I appreciate all your hard work. This is one of the hardest days. So tomorrow we'll get started right at 9 o'clock. The doors will be open somewhere around 8:30. Have a good night, folks. Court stand adjourned until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.